Hello awesome people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Software Inc. And do you guys feel like it's hot in here? It's like there's something roasting underneath my feet. It's like flames. It's still like there's something in here. Yeah, the Satan is still here. I mean, the comments didn't help. He's still here. Of course he's still here because we just continuing where we left off last time. But yeah, he's still here. Let's hope he goes away because our holy audio tool doesn't need a Satan to be in there. But yeah, today hopefully we can finish or close to finish Cloudwave 2. That's kind of the goal. We get really close. It sort of depends on the 2D programming. We only have one 2D programmer right now who could possibly do everything that we need to be doing there. So I hope we can get there. Otherwise, we'll see how far we get. The goal is at least to get far. Art should be finished at the end of this episode. I mean, I have no doubt about that. Unless we, there's like a flood. Or, well, we have Satan in here. So maybe he will just, open up the ground and plop all of our designers / artists into hell. That would be a bad thing to happen. But, yeah, I don't think that will happen. I don't think that's implemented in the game. Do you think that should be a thing in the game? Leave a comment. No, it would be like less realistic, of course, and it's not really fitting for a simulation game. Although I do like simulation games sometimes that don't, take things too seriously. Sometimes it's kind of contradicts the genre, I know, but it's just funny when they do. It's just funny when they do. But I don't say let's do this. I don't say let's add like a Satan that can rip open the ground in Software Inc. and get rid of your employees. I'm not saying that. I'm merely suggesting it. No, no. No, but I think games that do stuff like that, like have a little joke with themselves, basically, I do appreciate that. I also like to joke about myself, so maybe that's where it comes from. Just I don't take myself seriously. So I like people who also don't do, basically do the same thing. Ty the Turtle, you can be trained. Let's just train him so I can stop rambling. Let's do audio there. So we have a better designer for that in the future because we're gonna stick with audio tools. There's no point in really changing that up. Whilst we have built a little bit of a fan base there. I mean, we have to keep growing that fan base. It's not like a big fan base, but it's better than nothing, of course. And compared to what we had, it's still pretty good. I mean, 30,500 sales. 22 more than 5,000 fans based on that. That's a really good turnout, actually. And we're actually making a profit now on Cloudwave. So actually we made a profit on it. It took a while. Granted, and we need to buy more because it's not working out. We need more copies. So I'm gonna be I was gonna say we're not gonna buy too much types in 25,000. No, we're gonna go for 2,500. I think like we will probably at some point this will stop. Either it is when Cloudwave 2 releases, or it is when it gets close to release, or maybe it might just stop altogether for some reason. At one point, it just happens. Sometimes your product just stops selling straight out, like doesn't sell anything. And to me, my luck, it's always when I start marketing it more. And start ordering like 500,000 copies, and then all of a sudden it's just dead. Everyone owns it, basically. That's what can happen sometimes. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I also forgot. I need to mention this. We have some free places to add people to. Not a lot. We have a few. We have a leader for support, another support member, another support member, and that's it. So not a lot. But the reason why we don't have new people joining in the company is not because we don't have anyone left, but for some reason everyone wants to be a programmer this season. And then every season there's like this thing where one role is really like wanted by everyone, basically. And it's not always the same role. Programmer has always been like popular, but it's not always been programmer. I mean, a few seasons ago, everyone wanted to be an artist or a designer. We had a season where everyone wanted to be a lawyer for some reason. It changes per season, but because we don't have anyone who wants to be part of the support team, we don't have anyone on the list, so I couldn't add someone, and I don't want to add people in like in spaces they don't want. And if I check my list just a second, I have actually on paper, I don't know if you can hear this, it's a little paper. I have this and I've written down all the suggestions, and there are a few people that have as a second role they set support, so I could still add those in. But I thought, you know what? Once we move, we're gonna have like a big design team or big development team with a lot of programmers, and nobody had like a first choice support anymore. So I figure we just wait till we get more programmers in, and I'll just, you know, start renaming like all of the people then. But yeah, so if you want to have your name in the game, you want to have it fast, there is a chance now to just put on the list and, you know, become a support role, and you'll be first on the list basically, because that's the only opening we have right now. So yeah, that's it. This is almost done. I don't need to. I need to not forget this when this is done and just unassign it. Although the art is done for this one, we're also doing quite well on the code actually. So let's unassign this. We're done with this. That also means we can go in for another one. I don't think we can do this. I think this is too much for our little design team, but we can do this one. And we should just do that one. Wait, oh, it canceled. Apparently it was an old one, like a really old one. Okay, well, TriPoint, what's that? 3D editor, I mean, sure, we can't do that. We don't have a level 2 3D, I think. That's the same thing. This says 2D editor. I'm fine with a 2D editor. They're not hard to do. It's a little bit of extra money. It's 9 days left, though. Yeah, should have checked that. But our entire design team should be working on it, so it should still be fine. Yeah, it should still be fine. Is my character... No, he's not working on programming anymore. Good. I figured I did that, but, you know, better to check. We are still making money, which is good. How are our sales doing? I'm all over the place today. Let's see, past month, almost 40,000. We're actually making like a decent profit now for our first product. Our active members are going down though, so that's how you can see that basically this is starting to get really outdated. And to be fair, it's like 4 years old. It's actually exactly 4 years old now. From the point of release. So I think what we do is we order like another 1,500 copies and then basically call it a day. That should be enough to keep it out. Although we were a little bit late, so we lost a few sales, but it's okay. It's okay. We're doing pretty good. This should be finished in time, hopefully. What is this? New deals? Yeah, not really a deal that I'm interested in, so there we go. Getting really close to the finishing product. I mean, this one went way faster than the one before. It might be because we had the boost from our other features, because we kind of already did that. We got a small boost for that. I think that's how it works still. Yeah, we also have to talk about that, by the way. I mean, we've been playing Alpha 11 for quite a long time, but Alpha 11 is now officially out on the stable build. That means if you haven't been playing Alpha 11 through the test build, your game will now update and become Alpha 11. So all of the features that we have right now, we have it for like a long... I think it took 1.5 years to get through Alpha 11. There's quite a few things added though. Like quite a few big systems, big updates have been added. And I think the developer said that he will have one little like sprint to fix some things and add some new things, and then he will start with beta 1. So yeah, the game is getting closer and closer to actually beta. It's unbelievable. I've been playing this game for years, and it's still an alpha. Imagine how this game gonna look like when it's fully polished and everything is in, and basically it does everything that you want it to do. That would be insane. That would be really good. So this timing is a little bit unfortunate. We have 100, but this needs to be finished. Otherwise, we'll get a bump to our reputation. I mean, it wouldn't be probably like a really big bump, but still, I want to finish this. But we don't have to stop working on this until we end the review and start reviewing it. But I want to do a review anyway, so let's move on. Let's see what they think about it. Let's see, you know, the car fat. Let's see how they think about it. By the way, still Satan here. I was joking about this, but fully thinking that this would not be a thing, and he's still here. It's not good. So 9.9, not good enough. We're gonna reiterate. I mean, the reiteration won't take long, so we can do that. It also means that our designers will start working though on the art again. But I think that's good enough. I think we should be able to finish this. I will just to make sure, we will just up the priority of this a bit. Yep, there we go. Actually, we'll just develop it. We don't have to waste it. And now that they have work again, now they have actually some artwork to do. I'm not gonna give them another design deal. The one we have is still paused and unassigned. I mean, we can have that going for like another 40 days, something like that. Whenever we feel comfortable of releasing it, basically. But yeah, now that we have artwork, I'd rather have them work the artwork. And when they finish, we can figure out what we're doing with their stuff. If they're gonna design the new product already, or if they're gonna do like a little design deal. Probably they're just gonna do the new design deal. Ty the Turtle can be educated again. Let's check it out. I mean, audio art would be good. I mean, we have some audio art, so we have some more education for Emberzac this time. How many do we have left in your? You have one left. We could give you some hardware, but the thing is, I'd rather just make an entire team for hardware, including designers, that we actually specialize in hardware. I think that would be like a better idea for now. So let's go 3 stars in 2D then. I think that might make more sense. He says, questionably. I don't know. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't really use a lot of 3-star 2D features most of the time, I think, but also not even sure if there are a lot of them in audio tools, because that's what we're gonna specialize in for now, at least. So Creepity, you can be trained, educated. Let's go for system skill, system specialization, I should say. I always say it's not. Whoops, we are losing out on sales. Yeah, okay. Wait, what did it say? Did it say marketing great? No, right? Oh yeah, I was gonna say that can't be a thing. Actually making it still a decent amount of money, so I'm guessing let's do another 1500 and just see what happens. Don't go overboard, or you don't want to pour in all the profit that we made of it into it and then lose it all. But I mean, as long as people want to take it, I mean, by all means, buy it. I wouldn't mind. It's just money in our pockets, moolah. I'm having a weird day today, and I need to record a lot of videos today, so probably the entire week's worth of videos is going to be like this. It's going to be a weird week for you guys. That being said, it's still going up, which is I like. The fan base is still going up. I mean, every single fan counts at this point. Once we got like in the 100,000 fans, it doesn't matter as much. It will grow because people know you. They will buy your products. You probably at that point also have like the infrastructure to make products quite easily. Finesse, you can be trained too. Let's do audio. But yeah, I think that when you have the infrastructure, it becomes a lot easier, of course, to pump out products and to have them do very well. And the marketing, of course, will come into play. So you can have more fans. You have the ability to have big support teams, maybe even night shifts for the support teams. So you basically don't lose tickets. So then the fan base will grow like on its own, kinda. Just by doing like a good job, you will grow your fan base quite fast. Because the more fans you have, the more sales there will be, and the more exposure the product will get, so the more fans will also start coming in again. It's kind of like that, which is funny. Taking a little bit of a drink. It's actually quite hot. I was joking at the start of the video that it was hot in here, but I'm actually quite hot because the sun is shining straight through my window and I'm sitting straight in the sun. And me, talking a lot doesn't seem like you're getting, like, you're putting in energy and you're wasting energy, so you're burning energy, so you're getting hot. But it's actually quite hot in here. I probably take off my my jumper, my vest for the next video because I'm actually quite warm now, quite hot. But maybe it is actually Satan that does this, but I don't think so. Whilst I'm blabbing about, we are close to the end of the artwork. That's good. Code is actually going surprisingly fast to me. I thought that would be like the Achilles heel here. We would again waste so much time on finishing the code, but I think we've improved our team good enough, like well enough to the point that we can actually do the code in a decent amount of time. The 2D features are still like the problem. But I think it's way less of a problem than we had before. So that's actually a very good thing. That's a very good thing. I like that. This feels like a more competent way of putting out an audio tool right now than the first one. I also must say I don't really like these desk plants. I might just change them up. I just love the cacti, the table cactus. The cacti just look better because they're smaller. These seem to be a bit out of proportion on the desks. And they are meant for desks. So let's see. Design. Let's do 2D design because we kind of have to. We don't need the programming skill. Also, Cloudwave is again sold out. I mean, as long as people, I said it, as long as people are gonna buy it, I'm just gonna do it. I mean, let's even, whoops. There we go. Let's even up the stakes a bit. But I know, as soon as I do this, as soon as I just order like 10,000 of them, then the game's gonna be like, oh, you ordered a lot of them, right? You're expecting it to sell. Well, guess what? They're not selling anymore. I kind of know that this is gonna happen. It always happens with me and this game. I sometimes feel like if you actually, people that are watching these videos actually listening to me rambling about the game, they might think that I actually, in some parts of the game that I hate. It's definitely not true. I love this game. And when I say that, even when I say that, I now think that some people will think that I have like a love-hate relationship with this game, which sometimes, to be fair, is a thing. But no, I really love this game. Our designers and artists are done, by the way. So good moment to start racking up another design deal and train them up. Office software, I mean, I don't have the network though. Oh, it's annoying. 3D editor, we don't have 3D. I mean, the gaming is probably the option here. It actually doesn't pay that bad, so it's still like a good thing to do. And they have like long deadlines. This one had like 60 or 70 days as a deadline when we first started it, and this one has 62. So it's actually doing quite well in that aspect of it. I like the longer design deals, not only because you can run them out for like a long time, just leave them paused and unassign them, but also because it's just, it gives you a more leeway, right? So if you're starting this design deal and you think, well, we should stop it right now and do something else because that has more priority, you can just leave it there, and you still have time to finish it later. That's what I like about like the longer deadlines. The smaller contracts can be good though. And we're making a little bit of money each month. The sales are like really like, they're jumping up and down. I think that's because we didn't have enough copies though. How are we on copies? Let's actually, another 666. Oh my god, this playthrough is doomed. The 666s just keep popping up everywhere. And my neighbors are starting to drill. Awesome. The one day I can record. I don't know if you hear this on the video. I hope I can edit it out or you just don't hear it. I don't think the mic will pick it up if I don't talk, but I mean, it might get louder. I'm sorry if you hear it. I'm very sorry. Can't really change it. Oh no, something is starting to blow up. Let's call in the maintenance. They always do this. They always start drilling at the one day I can actually record. It's always a thing. For some reason. And we still have the 666 on it. I mean, I'm actually tempted to just click this away. Because it's sort of, wait, is that new inventory that broke, or is that the old message? No, that's the old message. Okay. It's like, what? Something broke again? How are we doing? If we would sell stocks, I mean, we could sell for like a not even that much actually. That sucks. Not that I want to sell stocks though, but just curious. Curious what happens. So we could also go for this and deposit some bonds. Again, I'm not a fan of this, but if we have the money and we don't use it, at that point it might be a thing, but I'd rather use all this money to invest. But we're not investing right now, and I set myself like a deadline for the investment, so this needs to be released and then we do the investment. Although I'm also starting to think we might, off camera, don't have the time to start getting the new building in and start, getting all of that into the game before the next recording session. So we might, even when this releases today, maybe, or next episode, we might want to stay in this building for at least one more episode, so I actually have the time to go and find a good building and put it in. I have a building on my sites that was made by one of the subscribers called Kiro. He shared it in the Discord. It looked pretty good. It's more like a medium building, so it's more like a probably like a mid-game building, and then we go to an even bigger building after that. Although I just like the smaller teams. I don't want to go like with 500 employees, but we also kind of need a factory. So Rico, you can be trained as a leader. I mean, you're the leader of the dev team. I think you definitely need your this one. So we're gonna train towards that. Although socialization is also needed. It kind of like sounds like I'm just telling you that you're not sociable enough, which is not the case. I like you. Yeah, this was just me being lazy. But we have 8 points left, so that's 6 for these two, and then we can decide on where to go automation of HR. But I'm gonna say I really like socialization, but I think this one is more important to speed things up. So let's go train for the improvement of development tasks, and then we will do the socialization, and then we'll take the last sort of improvement of speed. Like the last one is for design deals or all tasks or something. We will take that one later then, I guess. But that being said, now we're really close to the beta phase. We're gonna stop it here. This is gonna be the end of this episode. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Let's actually give more money to these people, because I don't care. I would be a good boss to work for. Well, not like the way I treat you guys, but well, it's not the same in real life, of course, but you just complain to me, I want a higher salary, and I'm just too lazy to look at it and just go, yeah, sure. I mean, that would be good for some people, right? But that's gonna be the end of this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. Again, let's try to scare Satan away from this playthrough, because I don't like the fact that we start seeing 666s everywhere. But yeah, that being said, as always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome, and thanks for watching.